Abele Nchaidiba, a Nigerian woman, has finally welcomed a bouncing baby after 7 years of marriage. The woman took to social media to give thanks to God and share her testimony. According to her, she was mocked, insulted and laughed at because he didn't have a child when everyone was expecting her to have. She explained that she suffered a miscarriage with her first child. The woman explained that she was also accused of bewitching her husband because he supported. She noted that her second child died at birth due to preeclampsia, a condition caused by high blood pressure during pregnancy. She and her husband decided to have a baby through in vitro fertilization, IVF, which failed. The woman later discovered that her fallopian tubes were blocked, but due to God's grace one opened and she got pregnant. According to her, the miracle happened after she decided to adopt a child. She expressed that she and her husband were emotional and excited when they heard the news. On her Facebook post, which was shared on Sisterhood Africa global group, she advised people to never give up on their dreams and continue to have hope and pray. My testimony, the full story. On the 19th of August 2017, my name changed from being a waiting mother to a nursing mother after 7 years. I am back to give God all the glory for changing my story. You Lord did it for us. We will forever glorify your name. 7 years ago, I was an object of mockery, laughter, insults and what have you. Some accused me of being a witch and also bewitching my husband for not seeing any reason to send me away after all these years of childlessness. I got married and was looking forward to holding my baby in my arms after 9 months just like everyone expected. I had a miscarriage in the first year of my marriage and in the second year had a baby girl that died at childbirth due to preeclampsia, and after that, my fallopian tubes got blocked. Took all sorts of fertility treatments to no avail. Kept going from one doctor to another, from one hospital to another, yet no solution until we finally decided to embrace IVF, which we did in 2015. The IVF failed and the doctors really didn't have any concrete reasons as to why it did. One of my doctors told me that maybe IVF wasn't God's way for me to have my children. I was devastated. I cried my eyes out and asked God so many questions. I still didn't give up. We kept on trying until a miracle happened. One of my blocked tubes became opened after the IVF. I thought it would soon be over at the report from the doctor, but it never was. The waiting continued. This time around, I was visiting the hospital every month at the sign of the red flag. Another set of fertility procedures began. Tried IUI countless of times until it got to the point that my doctor gave up on me. I was told I had no eggs and there was nothing they could expect. I get an egg donor and try if that might work for me. Men's ways are not the ways of God. At this point, I gave up on everything. For me to have gotten to this stage was because I had a very supportive husband. I had long given up after the IVF failed, but he kept encouraging me and giving me hope that one day, it would be a story to share. After I got the news of me not having eggs, I said to myself, enough of me being a Janine fowl in the hands of doctors. I would go for adoption. We were at the point of concluding the process when I found out I was pregnant. I didn't even know I was 9 weeks gone when I visited the hospital and did a scan. My doctor didn't believe it. She had to personally scan me to see for herself. She cried, called out every staff of the hospital on duty that day to come see a miracle. I cried like a baby when I saw the heartbeat of my child on the screen. I had cried so many days and nights during my years of waiting, but this time, it was different. It was tears of joy. I rushed back home to break the news to my husband, who was already suspecting that I could be pregnant. You can only imagine how he felt. We both cried, laughed, screamed, prayed and danced. It's a joy that is better experienced than explained. God saw me through the 9 months journey in good health, my baby growing every day, and this time around, it ended in praise. I didn't go home empty-handed. To the glory of God. Jesus did it. He put an end to the years of weeping and turned me into a celebrity overnight. Those who mocked us and said all sorts concerning us were there on the day of the naming and baby dedication to rejoice with us. I want to encourage you never to give up, no matter the report you have been given. Hold on to your faith. Know that there is a God in heaven who can turn things around for your good at his own time. In all our years of waiting, we remained focused in the Lord. Don't move from place to place in the name of searching for a miracle. Trust God alone to change your story. He did it for us. He will do it for you. Dear family, friends and neighbors, if you cannot encourage anyone in such situation positively, please let them be. It's only God that gives children. If you are married and you find yourself in such situations, please support each other financially, morally and prayerfully. It's not a time to apportion blames or look for an alternative way that is not right before God. It's a test of your love for each other. It's a time to bond more and a time to enjoy each other's company while you wait. Know that nothing lasts forever and you will surely overcome. Thanks to everyone who supported us during this period in one way or the other. We remain grateful. My precious daughter is 1 year old today. Please shower her with your prayers. Another miracle birth story was earlier shared on Top Nigerian Celebrities Kids You Can't Stop Admire. Source.